Welcome to Storytime Live Sessions. I'm your host, Indigo Sky, and you're listening to Storytime Live Sessions. Today I'll be sharing a magical, spiritual fantasy. It's a short story that I wrote about a year ago, and it's a heartwarming story that will take you through the vortex. You'll be meeting light beings, Taino Indians, and learning all about the spiritual awakening. And it's called Isabella and the Light Beings. Sit back, relax, and enjoy the show. Isabella recently lost her father to heart failure. And she's going through a hard time coping with her emotional pain and sadness. One day her mother abruptly decided to relocate from their home in Puerto Rico to the cold East Coast weather of Westchester, New York, in hopes of providing a better life and a future for the both of them. Isabella was reluctant to leave her beautiful tropical island of Puerto Rico. After all, most of her memories with her father lived there. The first day in her new neighborhood, Isabella decided to run away, while her mother and the movers were busy unloading the truck. And as she wandered around the new neighborhood, with tears streaming down her face, she comes across a beautiful little park with a wonderful playground. Isabella always loved when her father would push her on the swings. It was probably one of her favorite memories of her childhood. She noticed that the playground was made from cedar wood, not like the rusty metal ones from back home on the island. This park was beautiful, surrounded by woods and flowers and dancing butterflies. But as she's crying about missing her dad, she decides to swing as high as the sky, thinking about how badly she wishes that she could be in heaven with him. As she looks around in amazement of the new park that she just discovered, she then decides that this will surely be her new favorite place to escape to. And suddenly, she hears the distinct sound of someone singing. The sounds of the voices that she heard were soothing and inviting. So she jumps off of the swing while in midair, and as soon as she realized that the singing was coming out from the woods, well, curiously, she walked over towards the woods, and when she looked down towards the ground, she noticed numerous butterflies swirling all around the bushes. Isabella remembers how her father would always point out to all the butterflies and tell her that she will always be his little butterfly. She noticed all of the beautiful colors. One in particular was that of a royal blue. It stood out amongst all the other butterflies. And as she tried to touch one with her hand, she heard the singing again. And when she looked down towards the ground, where the flowers were in the woods, she then sees little light beings fluttering all around with the most amazing luminous colors. Isabella rubbed her eyes. She couldn't believe what she was seeing. "Hello! Hello, Isabella," said the light beings. "We've been waiting for you." Then, as she wiped her tears, she asked, "Who are you? What are you?" "We are the light beings, and we came back to Earth to help you heal. Please don't cry, Isabella. We want to show you something special. Do you want to see?" "Sure. Anything is better than being here in this place. I just ran away from home because I'm mad at my mother. I'm mad at my mother for bringing me here to New York. I wanted to stay in Puerto Rico, That's where my dad is buried. And I don't know anyone here. And I miss all of my friends. And I want to go back. But my mom doesn't want to be in Puerto Rico anymore. Isabella couldn't hold back her tears, and she began to cry from deep in her soul. The light beings comforted her immediately and said, "Please don't cry, Isabella. Come with us. We have a little surprise, and we can't wait to show you." As she ventured deep into the woods, she approached a mysterious light. It was a portal to another dimension, and soon Isabella was swept up into the vortex. Thank you for tuning in to Storytime Live Sessions. That was Isabella and the Light Beings, and that was part 1, but I'm splitting it into 2 episodes because it's quite long. But yeah, so it's going to be a series, and I'm super excited about it. And then once I get all 3 parts published, I'm going to do a hardcover and paperback. So right now it's only going to be available on Audible and ebooks. So yes, if you enjoyed today's episode, then I encourage you to please like, share, follow, subscribe, all that good stuff. Thanks again for being here at the Indigo Mind Podcast, where we are growing every day thanks to you. We're trying to make it to 1,000 subscribers, 1,000 downloads. So please join us on our mission to help humanity in the spiritual awakening journey. Alright guys, the Indigo Mind Podcast is sponsored by Epidemic Sound, as well as IndigoDreamers.shop, your place for trendy apparel. Alright guys, signing off. Have a beautiful day. Namaste.